He also wrote another article about Jerry Jeudy, and you know, you say he's no stranger to different quarterbacks. So including the Browns, and this one's 11 starting quarterbacks in his 5 seasons. That's a lot. It might explain why his production has been a little uneven. Take us through that article.
Well, I was just, I know it's funny. Their best wide receivers the last few years have been guys who haven't been strangers to dealing with a lot of quarterbacks. Amari Cooper went through a lot of quarterbacks between the Raiders and the Cowboys, and then did the same during his time in Cleveland. And then Jerry Jeudy, his whole career in Denver, they were sort of in the same spot the Browns were in terms of just kind of rotating a lot of guys through because they couldn't find an answer. And then they get Russell Wilson, but their trade for Russell Wilson in its own way didn't work out for them because the Russell Wilson they got wasn't the Russell Wilson clearly that he was in Seattle. So, I mean, it was more looking at, the Browns have four quarterbacks vying for this starting job. And how difficult is it for a wide receiver to deal with get on the same page when
Yeah.
you have all these different quarterbacks? And to his credit, Jerry's like, I have to make it easy on whoever the quarterback is. I have to be the guy out there, and getting open, giving them a target to throw to, giving them opportunities to make plays, and I've got to catch the ball also. So, Kenny Pickett called him an easy guy to throw to, and they'd been working in South Florida even before Pickett was traded to the Browns. So, I think it's a sign that Jerry sort of understands. Jerry's sort of taking the bull by the horns. I think it's a good sign of Jerry kind of taking some leadership and taking some control of, look, I'm not going to sit. I'm going to sit here and whine about the quarterback situation, the hand I've been dealt in terms of the quarterbacks I've had to work with, or I can go out and I can build off of what was an outstanding season and show that wasn't just a one-off. That's the real Jerry Jeudy. That's the Jerry Jeudy who was a first-round draft pick coming out of Alabama in 2020.